Hi. If you're here right now, you're probably a Michael Jackson fan, or you're here to criticize me. So, if you're a Michael Jackson fan, I encourage you to keep up your support, and if you're not, I encourage you to change your ways. Okay. So, 5 decades ago, a legend was born. But who is this legend? He is the leader of the Jackson 5. He is the master of the moonwalk. He is the inspiration of popular artists such as Ne-Yo, Chris Brown, and Usher. Do you know who this is now? He is known for his rhinestone white glove. He is known for his classic screams and quick feet. That's right, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, also known as the King of Pop, is the greatest performer of all time. Not only is he a magnificent singer with a euphonious voice, he is the most talented dancer you will ever see. You'll be amazed at his ability to sing and dance simultaneously in perfect rhythm, unlike any other performer you know. How many of you could sing the lyrics of a Michael Jackson song right off the top of your head right now? Michael Jackson is a singer that should be an idol for all the people around the world. What about Michael Jackson makes you not appreciate him? Is it because how the color of his skin is so pale and different from what you're used to? He can't change the color of his skin. He suffers from the disease leukoderma that causes a loss of pigments in the skin and makes it very pale. It isn't his fault that his skin is ghostly white and different from ours. He wouldn't treat you any differently if he had different skin color than him. Remember the golden rule. Treat others the way you wish to be treated. You may know Michael Jackson for just being like any other artist, but he is different. The only album to sell over 100 million copies is Michael Jackson's Thriller. With 6 different albums, each selling at least over 15 million copies. Clearly, Michael Jackson is definitely the greatest artist of all time. It seems like Michael Jackson was admired years ago. Why isn't he admired now? Is it because he was accused of being a pedophile? If you look into it, you'll find that Michael Jackson was never found guilty, and the cases are not even heard of anymore, showing that they're irrelevant. You cannot judge one from one action that was not even proven true. How many of you listen to Michael Jackson often? You should, because his voice is like no other. He screams in his songs in tune perfectly like no other singer around. He can sing high and low, both in perfect intonation. You may think all his songs are just about girls and love, just like other pop songs, but they aren't. Who knows of the song We Are the World? Well, if you don't, I'll tell you a little about it. Michael Jackson wrote this song with Lionel Richie and sang it with a supergroup of popular artists and called themselves USA for Africa. The purpose of the song was to raise funds and help famine relief efforts in Ethiopia as food shortages had intensified during the drought in 1984 to 1985. You may think that he may just sang this song to look good, but he actually cares about others, and he's not like a selfish, spoiled celebrity like many of your idols such as Paris Hilton or Britney Spears. In 2006, Jackson donated $300 million to charity, and he is currently active in 39 charity organizations all around the world. Overall, Michael Jackson is a human just like us, except talented and maybe even with a bigger heart than you. He is active in 39 different charities. Are you even active in one? If you ignore about the molestation charges and appreciate his music like you should, he wouldn't be as afraid to come out in public and make better and greater albums. His music is being listened to by generation after generation, but his number of fans is diminishing. Please become a fan and pass on his music. If Jackson creates more and better albums, that makes us happy with new songs, and it gives more money to be donated to be charity. In conclusion, Michael Jackson has worked hard his whole life, but who did he work for? He worked for you, America. He worked for all his fans and the people out, all those needy people out there all around the world. He is phenomenal.